Hi guys. So massive congrats on the series. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, nice
Thank
one.
you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Grace. Yeah,
Grace.
really good.
Did you like it? Have you seen some?
I've seen some and I like it. I'm interested to see where it goes because
Yeah,
it is mad. Like it's absolutely mad, the
yeah.
premise. What was your guys' reaction when you read the script?
Yeah, I mean, a bit like you say, it's very fast paced, and I think the great thing as well is like it's kind of high octane half hour episodes, and I think that people are going to kind of want to binge this show. It's one of those bingy shows, and that's always good, isn't it? Because you kind of like then you're left with a lot to think about. But there's a lot of giggles, there's a lot of laughs, there's friendship, there's love, there's
It's almost a genre mashup,
it's
right?
like a genre,
Like
what
a
would you say? Like
rom-com action thriller with
yeah.
it's got something for everyone.
Yeah.
Unless you're an idiot, it's got nothing for you.
Yeah, for sure. And so was it such a surprise that it leaps from, like an affair to a murder to then people are fleeing the scene of a crime?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of mad, isn't it? But a bit like that thing is like it does tie up, like everything will make sense to you.
Yeah.
And
It's actually a real testament to like how many different threads and all those different elements are, but how
you do tend
singular
you find
it feels.
you're following quite a lot of characters on different journeys, but I think it won't feel like that once you get through it.
Yeah, for sure. There are so many strands. It's very detailed. I was wondering, Jamie, for you,
Yeah.
playing a character that has a bit more of a serious role, at least in the beginning, how does that juxtapose to something that's kind of described as a dark comedy?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to do quite a bit of dark comedy, so that's quite up my street. So it's not something I have to think, oh, like where do I go with this? I'm just more interested in where the character's journey goes, and showing that vulnerability, really, to be honest with you, and you really do go on quite a journey with Donahue with that. It's quite nice in the sense that because sometimes if you start off kind of quite like that, you kind of lose people. Whereas this, you're kind of like, oh, but why? You know what I mean? What is that? And so we go on a bit of a roll with that, and of course in those first couple of eps, it's quite kind of funny because he's sort of like cornered a little rabbit or something. And he's just playing with it in the corner. You know what I mean? So
And obviously there's this sort of tension between you and Metz. And so I was wondering, what would attract your characters together for someone who's looking at the first couple of episodes?
I mean, it's hard for me to speak on her behalf, but I think we start to sort of we can see that she takes the lead within that role, and Donahue's he's maybe a little bit smitten by that. So while he's ready to attack what's in front of him, he's completely vulnerable on that side with what's going on with her. So that gives an interesting dynamic to follow through the story.
Yeah, for sure. And George, your character is a bit of an asshole. And so I was
How
wondering,
dare you?
A what?
Absolutely right.
but yeah, what's it like? Like, is that super fun to play somebody who's the bit more outrageous one, the one that people don't really like? And how do you get ready for a role like that?
Yeah, it absolutely is the most fun. I think it's almost like any inhibition. You can say anything, not nice things, good things,
And get paid for it.
and get paid for it. And there was a lot of like being able to be looser with the scripts and bits of improv here and there, which is always really, really fun to do when you're in a character like that, because some of these like absurd things just come out and they work within the character. And he is an arsehole. It can't be denied. But I think as the later episodes might show that he's got different sides to him, some more nuances, which are really nice to play as well, rather than just kind of play the obnoxious posh knobhead.
Yeah. And do you think, like, what would his attraction be to Katie? Because she can be kind of a bit mad as well, that you can see where they would gel, but obviously they don't seem to be working out from the first episode. So what do you think? Do you think Hugo would actually like her? Does he like her?
Yeah, I think certainly like from the audience's perspective, definitely that you could argue one way or the other. Are they in love? Are they not in love? And me and Rose were definitely discussing that prior to filming. And I think, without giving anything away, it's complicated, right? It's not as simple as she's betraying him or he's betraying her, or that she doesn't feel like this or he doesn't feel like that. It's a very real relationship. I think from Hugo's perspective, he's smitten, right? He thinks he's found the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Maybe not exclusively her, as later episodes might.
Yeah, you don't just get married if you're in a family like that, do you? To anyone.
Exactly.
Really.
There's always stakes, and there's always like terms and conditions, I suppose.
Yeah, sure.
Like a royal.
yeah, actually.
How did that
work out? So there's also some really crazy weddings, you know, not just the murder one, you know, which is quite shocking. But what do you guys think is the craziest wedding in the whole series?
We're not a part of them.
Yeah.
So that feels like a completely different show to us in a way. And we, you know, we haven't watched all the eps, so we, you know.
Yeah, there's one that it's like she's getting married to a guy who taught her how to drive and she still hasn't taken the test, and it's like a learner driver's permit kind of thing.
I saw you wouldn't have seen that.
I've not seen that.
It's really funny. It's really
I've heard
good.
It's hilarious.
It's actually hilarious.
You'd love it. So what then, I suppose, in real life, craziest wedding you've ever been to? Any stories from it?
Do
you not get invited to weddings? Is that why you're laughing?
I just feel like if any of my friends were like, "What are you talking about my wedding for? That's a sacred thing."
It's true. It's true.
That's fair enough. Look, thanks a million, lads. I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of the series.
Brilliant.
And hope you have a lovely day.
Nice one. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
See you again.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Someone's made very sure that I'm going down for this, unless we can figure out what's really going on.
I can't go on the run.
Take the leap.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, he's trying to kill us. What can I do?
Not yet shot.
And that's why I love weddings.